Dasher, Prancer, and
Hello, everybody. Here we are again, right before Christmas. I'm Passive 360, December 21. Anyway, we're going to get started. As you know, things are moving with the migration. I think we've come a long ways in 3 weeks. It seems like we have less and less people asking questions about it. I'm going to turn it over to Red and make sure everything's okay with the stream and my YouTube channel. I'll be right back.
Yeah, hi everyone. How you doing? Good to be here. Now, obviously, we understand that we won't have as many people as we normally do because of the time change today. But for everybody who's watching the recording of this ONPASSIVE 360 just before Christmas, a warm welcome to everybody. Good to be here amongst my friends, not only Marty, DeGarmo and Chris Johnson, but every single one of you guys as well. It's great to be here as always. So we've got a few things for you to bring you up to date with ONPASSIVE as far as the migration is concerned, a few bits and pieces we know about within the ecosystem, and we will take it all from there. I'm going to hand it over to Chris Johnson now, and I'm going to do what Marty's doing. Go and have a look at the YouTube, and then we'll come back, say a few hellos, and then we'll get busy. Back to you, Chris.
Okay, my name is Chris Johnson. I am from the USA. I just haven't put it on there yet. I'm very blessed to be with these two good-looking guys next to me who I call real my brothers. I wish them both a very Merry Christmas, which is coming up because I know we all got some things we're doing. We also want to say a big ONPASSIVE 360 Merry Christmas to every single YouTube channel that has supported us, to everyone out there that supported us. We love you. I'm not going to say hi to everybody. I'm going to get right to business while these guys are messing with their YouTubes. I got people on my YouTube. Hello, I love you. Business time. All right. Now I want to give a big announcement. The last few days I've did quite a few posts on OTP. Okay. I want to let you all know you can stop sending me those emails. 100% of emails in ONPASSIVE have been whitelisted. What is whitelisting I get? Well, I could say it a couple different ways. For me, I tell people it's taking your email that might have some things wrong with it. Now, remember this, ONPASSIVE is Fort Knox. So if there's something wrong on your email, I don't care what it is, if there's spam, if there's a speck on it, ONPASSIVE's not going to take it. So whitelisting basically wipes all that stuff off your email and other things, but I don't want to get into the other things because I don't want to confuse you. So, but 100%, listen, I'm going to tell you straight up, ONPASSIVE did everything correct on doing this. They did everything possible. Period. So here's what I want you to do. I've been doing it since 4 o'clock this morning. I say this, clean out your history, your cookies, your cache, reboot your computer, refresh your computer, and then do it again. All right. Refresh. Sometimes you got to wake the system and boom, it should work. Okay. But that is going to get us way up there. A lot of people, I'll be not going to lie. I had over 2,000 people send me emails. Hey, I need a whitelist. Well, I think half of you didn't even know what whitelist meant. All right. And another thing I'm going to tell you, in your Gmail account, you have many email folders. Click on all, because I'm finding a lot of people said, oh, Chris, there it was in the update folder, which even I didn't know I had. So go in your Gmail, check that out. You probably have it. You just haven't seen it. And I want to say another thing. One more thing. I'm almost done, fellas. A lot of people are resetting their password on their old founders account so they can register. And then they call me and say, Chris, I need you to whitelist. What happened? Send me a picture. It shows me they got their 6-digit code. They put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They hit submit. What comes up? OTP, no good. It's just a small thing that's happening because of the migration. Don't worry about it. Leave the code in there. Click submit again. It'll say it again. Click it one more time. Boom, it goes. That's all it is, guys. But a lot of people don't know that. I've been trying to spread it around. I myself was doing it. What's going on? I actually got angry and went click, click, and it went. So hit it 2 to 3 times. I'd wait a second in between and it'll work. So let me explain that again. When you get your 6-digit code to change your password in OFounders, it's going to give you those 6 boxes. You punch the code in, it'll say it's incorrect. It's not. Double check it just to make sure. Hit submit, submit, submit. Boom, it goes through. And that's all I'm telling you. It doesn't need to. Everyone's been whitelisted. People have right now said, Chris, I need a whitelisting. No, you don't. You haven't refreshed, rebooted, cleaned out, and started over again. That's what I need you to do. You can't just say I need a whitelist because something's wrong on your end. That doesn't work that way. So that's what I have for now. I'll think of something else. Marty DeGarmo, back to you, brother. I think you're ready.
I'm never ready, but I'll go for it. One thing I did is I made that link and I've got all the videos on there for how to migrate, how to check if you did it right, how to correct it if you did it wrong, how to change your password. Anyway, I put the links in all 3 of our YouTube channels just now, a couple, 3 times. So if you want it, grab it. It has been helping people. It's not an Oscar performance. It's ugly, but if it works, great. The other thing, you got to make sure. I know I've had a couple of people come to me and say, I'm all done. I did it. Very easy. Okay. Now go back and check and see if it's right, because it's very easy to do it wrong too. It looks right either way. Just make sure, according to that video, that you have what you should have so that you're okay. Another thing on there, I wanted to say, if you have personals in there, which you guys know what I mean, and you want to write them and they didn't register, what worked the best for me is you take their name of the unregistered person, put it in the email account that you're working from, like you're writing an email, and put it into, and it will actually show every email that belongs to that person. More than likely, the person that wrote you sent that email. He doesn't use that email. So if you do that, they'll give you the email so you can send them a note saying you didn't register yet. You haven't migrated. I've done it with a few people. I got 5 signups from it, from people that didn't register, and all of them forgot. Go figure. But anyway, so if you get 1 or 2, it's worth it. If everybody gets something out of it. So look for that. As you know, the last 3 weeks, all of us have been working with people trying to get them migrated. And yes, we've had people walk up, I swear to God, I did it right. There's nothing. The system's crazy. 99% of the time, no, they did something wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we're humans. We make mistakes. Leave a letter out, do this, do that. I want to say one thing that I've said many, many times this week. If there's a coding problem, none of us can get in. It doesn't care who we are. If it's right, if 5,000 people can log in and get this right, OES, 5 million can. Doesn't know who we are, doesn't care. Here's where the problem comes in. We've lumped everything together. Some of you are having problems getting into OFounder for whatever reason. Forget what that is. So when we say it's a migration problem, no, you're not even on the migration road yet. You got to get that straight before you get to where you can migrate properly. So when you're talking to somebody or you're sending a support, tell them where you're at. We don't know automatically, oh, I know what you mean, because here's another problem. We've had people come to us and tell us what their problem is, and it's not their problem. They don't know that, no, that's not what's stopping you. It's this. So just be careful what you're saying and what you're looking at. I understand people get, not everybody does this 24/7, but we'll help you. But for all of you out there that decided to wake up after 3-4 years and you want to know something like that, look, I'm not the guy to go to. It doesn't take that much to stay plugged in. If you want to get caught up, go to the 200 million videos that have been made by me, Chris, Red. They're there, okay? But if you're on the go, you're plugged in and you're having problems, there's hundreds of people that will help you, definitely. But find out what you got, slow down, make sure you read. Don't be a man. I can get there. I don't need a map. We all know what that means. That means the shortcut's going to take twice as long to get where you wanted to get. We all do it. So, but things are really hopping. I believe that we'll hear something from Ash, maybe not this week, but he was traveling on Tuesday. And I know Dr. Super, as Chris calls her, was on her way to Hyderabad. So they're all working together. It's a team effort. I love that, by the way, that both teams are together. He said he was going to try to update us this week. It's already Wednesday. If he does, he does. If he does, we'll post it. Other than that, until next 360, I want everybody to have a happy holiday and enjoy yourself with your family. We got plenty of time for this. 2023 should be something special. So anyway, I'm here to help anytime you need it. I know these guys are, but just be clear with what your problem is. And if you don't know, it's okay. Because I realize some people come to me and say, this is my problem. And like I said, it's not. I want to shout out to all the people that helped. Janet with me and Chris, she was absolute superstar. She was so good at it, I would shut my camera off and go work on something else. It's good to have that. So it really was nice. And Engineer Mike did something. You had the OTech pros doing it every day. That whole team, heroes. So thank you to everybody out there doing all the angels, they call them, or whatever, that were in the background working on the people that took a little extra time. We all appreciate it. And I'm going to turn it over to Red.
Thanks very much, Marty. Okay, seeing as we're on the migration road, I'll just fill in a little bit for that. I've actually had people reaching out to me and saying, Red, come on, you know, I'm in there, hundreds of thousands, 70 plus, nearly 80% of us have already migrated. Can't we just get on with it? What's the matter? Come on. You know, we're all waiting here. Well, let me tell you, part of what ONPASSIVE is all about, and this is directly from Ash Mufara. No one will get left behind. Okay, if you want to be in there, we are here to help you. So for those people who are, let's use the word frustrated, because we are still helping with the migration for people, and we haven't moved on to the next stage, which is obviously the referral links and clicking the button to become a reseller, and obviously the very anticipated wait of OConnect, which, by the way, hasn't been delayed, hasn't been put on hold or anything like that. It is part of the process that we are going through. We need to understand, guys, that we need to get everybody in. And it's plain and simple. If you can't hang around, wait, okay, play with Santa. All right, do something else. You know what I mean? It's not rocket science at the end of the day. You're good to go. Fantastic. You're in. You can explore everything within your ecosystem and you can get to know it hands down. Go read the guide, the 52 pages. And before anybody then does text me and writes to me and says, that's okay because it's only in English. Again, guys, come on. This will get translated into multiple languages, but just at the moment, it's only in English. It will get translated. You can copy it. You can paste it into Google Translate, and it will give you a very good idea of what it is saying. Is it going to be 100% perfect? Probably not, but it gives you a very good idea. So cut a bit of slack to the people that are working behind the scenes. Why? Because their emphasis is on making sure every single founder who wants to migrate has that opportunity. Whether it is some mistakes they have made, whether it is something outside that they have got no control on, is immaterial. We are here to help them to do that migrational period. On another note, today is one of my favorite days of the year. So it is the winter solstice today. Okay, I love today. Why? Because from now on in, the nights get longer. The nights get longer? No, the days get longer. The nights get shorter. Okay, and we are heading towards the summer. The warmth, the sun on your face. Fantastic. I absolutely love today. So for all of you guys that do like the winter solstice, a very happy, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea, but I'm sure the Druids are going to be out on force wherever they are, round Stonehenge and whatever they're doing. But anyway, I do diverse. I'm sorry about that, but I do like it. The reason we're here earlier is because myself and Jane are off to see Avatar in a moment. So that's going to be interesting. I will report back to let you know. I'll come back with a blue face, as Chris is probably going to say. See, all I need is to have a blue face. There you go. But things are good, guys. They really are. I cannot emphasize that enough to all of you. We are in a very, very good place. Were we going to be further down the road and now? Yeah, if things had gone maybe a little bit smoother, then we might have been. But do you know something? This is all part of the process of being a founder. Until you actually flick that go switch, until you actually put volume through anything, you have zero idea on how things are going to react. You can do all of the testing that you can possibly do. You can check absolutely everything. And I go back to the analogy of a plumber plumbing in radiators in a massive office block. Until you actually put that flow of water through the system, you have zero idea if there's going to be any leaks. You hope there's not going to be, but until you put it under pressure, you have no idea whatsoever. A bit of a shout out to Satcha Papu, who's just sent me a super sticker. Thank you very much for that. I haven't got anything else. I'm going to hand it over to big man Chris Johnson.
Thank you, Red. Very good, Marty. You guys know I love and respect everything about you too. I want to bring something different up. First of all, I want to wish everyone to have a birthday, has a happy birthday today. I didn't see nothing on the founders list today, but I know it's somebody out there. We're too big not to. Happy birthday to you. I want to talk about something. A gentleman named Mohammed Sharif sent me something I thought was very interesting, and I did forward it to Ash. I just haven't heard back from Ash yet because I've been literally, Ash Mafara, I apologize for pestering you to death the last 7 days. Thank you for dealing with me. But you helped out a lot of people. You just don't know it, like you always have. So Mr. Mohammed Sharif sends me this beautiful thing. Chris, I have an idea. And like I said, I don't ever take credit for someone else's stuff, and I loved it. So I'm just going to throw it out there. You remember in the past how we asked Dr. Super, hey, sweetie, you know how that they say we got to get rid of the MLM things in there, which we don't even want to talk about. But he made a good suggestion. He said, why don't we call since referral goes back to those old days, and I agree with him. He said, why don't we call them our business links? I call them magical links, but I kind of like that. So Ash, if you're listening, on behalf of Mohammed Sharif, and you can yell at him if he's wrong, when you get your business links, all right, I actually love it. I think it sounds a lot better than referral. We'll see what Ash has to say. He might say nay. I think he'll like it, to be honest with you. I think Dr. Super will really like it, but who knows? We'll just see. But Red said a lot of key things in there. Also, Marty did about just waiting. All right. It doesn't cost you anything to wait, especially in ONPASSIVE. You're not doing anything. No one's asking you to do anything more. If you think about it, I think the thing is people don't think about it. I got something for you to think about. And it isn't Redfern with a blue face that looked just like an avatar. It's not that at all. Okay. It's not Marty DeGarmo and his sexy new look. It's not that at all. It's Christmas. Think about Christmas, what it's about. It's about giving. It's about what we are given. It's about love, peace. And that's what ONPASSIVE has always been about for 4.5 years. All right. But put your family right now. Get together with your families. Tell them you love them. We all got bumps in our families. We know that. Now's a good time to say, hey, man, let's just bury the hatchet and move forward. All right. That's what I love about this time of year. I wish we treated every day like Christmas. Everyone's nice to each other, but we don't always do that after Christmas. We go back to grumpy stage. We go back to Mr. Scrooge or Mrs. Scrooge. But remember this, Mr. Ho 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 Ashmaforum. He's got a really big bag full of presents for 1,400,000 people. All right. Those are your business links. Those are your products. I'm still blown away. Listen, Marty got me so crazed about O-Trim. I went in there and said, oh my God, this is really cool. Never seen it. Never seen it anywhere in the world. This guy clicked on it 2 times in some city or village I've never heard about. Marty says, it was funny. Chris, you ever hear of Balloonga? I have no idea what you said, but that's a place. And there's 5 founders that clicked on those videos that help people out in the back office there. Which, by the way, Marty, thank you. Those worked out really good. I'm just saying, we really are trying to do everything we can. There's a lot of us right now that are burning the clock, going from shift to shift, going to bed. Red could see this. I'm going to bed at maybe 12:01. I'm getting up at 3 or 4, and I try to go back at it again. And it's not that I get up because I want to do it. Does it drive me crazy? Absolutely, it does sometimes. But I know by all the hard work everyone's doing together where it's really going to put us. Because eventually, the work that we're doing, the individuals that are speaking out or helping, whatever they're doing, the what do I call it, my angel's eye in the skies? It's going to be pretty soon where you're going to sit back and go fishing, pack that suitcase, get things done that you've always wanted to do because you're going to have the time. Fishing! We're going to go fishing. I know. Can you imagine seeing me, Marty, and Red in a boat? We're definitely going to have to put Marty in the middle because we're both going to be thinking him. We're going to be pointing his ears. All right. I'm talking way too much. I want to wish you a personal Merry Christmas from the Johnson family, from the Redfern family, the Marty DeGarmo family, and Merry Christmas to the Mafara family and the Hyderabad team, Dr. Super and O Media, Muhammad Kamal, all the people that have been working around the clock, helping us out with different kind of things, which really isn't that much. It's like all one little thing, and the migration is happening. Gotta love that word. But Merry Christmas to you all, and God bless. Red, Marty, back to you. Marty?
All right. You want to go, Red? Is that what you're saying, or no? Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to do something real quick. I brought this up on my live, like Chris said, about O-Trim, and I want to leave on something that blew me away. I've used trim shorteners for 20 years, or almost. And we have O-Trim, but I never had a reason to use it yet, but I did. I made that page with all the videos on it. So I'm going to put a trim URL in there and customize it and send it out and see what happens. Well, a couple of days go by and I go in and I go to the trim shortener and I look to the right of it. It's got those little emblems. So I start putting my mouse over and it tells me what each one is. And I get to the one that says dashboard. And I go, you tell me each link you make has its own dashboard? Absolutely. So I click it, boom, it pops up. And I'm looking at it and there's the world map. And all the green areas are where people clicked on that link. Then I put my mouse over it and it tells me how many people in Sri Lanka, China. And I'm going, oh my God, this is amazing. So then you go and it tells you what browsers they used, how many people clicked, and out of that percentage, how many were on a certain browser, like Chrome or Opera, or even what device they use. 90-some% were people from phones. I thought Red was crazy, but most people do everything on their phones. It was over 90%, easy. Very few people are on a computer. And the cities in each country, I scrolled down full speed and it went for like 30 seconds. That's how many clicked from all over the world. So not only is it a trim, a shortener, it's an actual tracker. You could use it and it can tell you what happened and where it happened. I was absolutely stunned. I mean, I knew it'd be good. And this is free. Listen, strategy-wise, if you give away a ruby, it's gonna blow them away waiting for the diamond, and you know that. It's common sense. So what I'm seeing, I'm blown away. If that's free and the other two are free, lights out. So I just wanted to bring that up and let you know that that's there. You should try it. It's amazing, no joke. they got a bulk one and all that. I'm working on that now, trying to figure out, because when you look at it face value, you think, okay, this is what it does. But everything in ONPASSIVE does that plus more. I mean, there's nothing just that. Forget the name. That's what throws everybody up. Oh, this is this. That's all it does. No, shut the front door. That's not what it does. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have. I do want to say thank you to these two guys. I enjoy working with them in 360. We've had a few different names, a couple different banners, but it was enjoyable. We worked well together. So I couldn't ask for better people to work with. I want to thank the company, Ash, the tech team, everybody in Dubai, working together around the clock. You know they're working around the clock. If we have a meeting with them at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's almost midnight. So, and we know what it's like. I'll tell you what, this is how bizarre. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, went to bed at 12, got up at 3:30, laying there, and I go, I got to look at my phone. Why? I have no freaking idea why I can't let it go. I grab it, and Chris Johnson and Red. Now, Red makes sense. He's probably already up, but I go and I see Chris and the active, and I clicked. I go, are you up? And he goes, yep, he calls me. There I am chit-chatting laying in bed at 3:30 about something. But that's what happens when you have ONPASSIVE in you. It's not a chore. Yeah, we get crazy about it. It's only because people that have been doing this a long time or have an idea about any type of business. This is a gold mine, and we're the most fortunate people in the world. So anyway, happy holidays to everybody. No joke. All the people that follow us on YouTube, follow us on 360. Obviously, we're doing something right because you keep coming back. We're getting all these back jobs. They can dance too. You didn't know that, right? Anyway, that's all I have. And thank you, everybody. And have a great holiday. Is everybody done? Okay. Red, enjoy Avatar. Oh, by the way, shout out to Red and Jane. They sent some stuff to the kids, and they absolutely loved it. I mean, as soon as they got it, the little guy's coloring already, and they had crayons, and it was pretty cool. They had a good time. And Dawn automatically goes, oh, my God, Jane's handwriting is amazing. All the stuff you notice, right? And then she goes, oh, my God, we got to get the wrapping paper they have from the UK. It's so strong. I said, okay.
It's on the list for next year. Wrapping paper's getting sent to America.
Yeah, that's what
Jane's taking it. Jane just says we're going to take it personally.
Oh, deliver it. Yeah, you got to deliver it to my new bigger living room, hopefully.
The new bigger living room.
I'll see all you guys, and have a great day. Bye.